Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Brown. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The run inside. It's Brown. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Picked off. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. field, and they look ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cardinals, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Lewisville! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Powers through the defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got his man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. A handoff for Watson. Stopped right there.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Cardinals. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the ref's 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all gravy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Comes down, it's Holt. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Hall. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Gain of 23 on the play. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Trying to move them on the counter. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Blackburn. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator and you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum going forward.
Turns up, it's Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires deep on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Looking to throw again. Look out. Trying to get away. He was thinking short of the end zone.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now on the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown Cardinals! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Cardinal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. He's changing the play. Wants to throw one first. Fires left. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're all over him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime and get a little juju going.
Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Slips through the line. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Holds on, it's more. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes 1 deep. Touchdown Cardinals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Straight ahead, it's Davis. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with UCF taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. catch the ball or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field, to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They come out for the first time in this 2nd half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. All over him immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Moore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Connection to the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got to score. You got to stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said,
picked off. What a play to set him up. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll move the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
and I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Moving out to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Freeze! Ready? Go!
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll give it to Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Rush right in his face. He's got it for a big play. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
First down for the offense.
Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Holt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll move the wide receiver.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Shaw. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Good enough for a first down.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right side, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. On the RPO, got him. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coaches talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked, because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hope.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here comes the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
26. Number 59. Set to advance on the football.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.